This morning, a reversal of fortune. China tightening its borders, banning foreigners and cutting flights to prevent possible cases of COVID-19 from entering the country. The number of new daily cases here dwindling, while worldwide numbers are soaring.
These are tragic numbers, but let's also remember that around the world, more than 100,000 people have recovered.
2 months into the pandemic in Asia, no country is yet declaring victory. There is progress, though. South Korea marking its first day with more recoveries than confirmed cases. And in Wuhan, the first epicenter of the outbreak, signs of a city coming back to life. Healthy people allowed to move around again, using a QR code in an app China's using to track cases. The concern here that even a cautious return to normal will trigger a second wave of infections. In Japan, the government is urging people to stay indoors this weekend, leaving areas of Tokyo almost empty. These measures may provide a glimpse of what lies ahead as the virus sweeps much of Europe. Among those infected, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
I've taken a test that has come out positive.
He met with the Queen earlier this month. At 93, she's said to be in good health, while Prince Charles, who is infected, remains in isolation. With social distancing and quarantines now a way of life around the globe, the Pope delivered a message of hope to an empty St. Peter's Square, praying for health and comfort for a world in great need of both.